let's come and look at some pattern options. We're going to come up here under rectangle by center, pull down and go to polygon by center. So I'll just lock onto this back reference plane and our axis there. Now I picked polygon, so why is it on 3 sides? Well, I was drawing a triangle before, and so you can pick as many sides as you want here. So I'm just going to come up here to 6. So I change the sides to 6. Now I'll just come out and let's go 100, 100, and then come out to our region after I grab the select command, and I'll just push that back, say 11. Now I'm going to come to the hole command right here, select hole, and I'd like to place a hole at the center, but I'm going to go to hole options because this hole's pretty small right there. And so I'll go to hole options, and this default's on standard inch, but I don't want that. So I'm going to come and pull down and go to ANSI metric. So metric, just take the default yes, and I'd like to change this hole, let's just say 11. And now I'll place the hole at the center and clear everything. Now I'm going to come down and identify the hole I just placed. I'll hit escape so it's off so I can highlight it. So there's the hole, highlight the hole. I'm coming over to pattern. This time I want to go to fill pattern. I just want to fill it up. So fill pattern, and I'll identify the region. Just select here, accept, and it asks me how many holes, and you can just see these lightly, and they're spread out a little bit and it looks like they're running off the edges. So for the numbers here, I'll go 22 tab 22 and hit enter. And so there's my first set of holes. And now you see it's basically a rectangle pattern of holes. Now you see there's not one out here and not one here, so it's a fill pattern, but it doesn't seem to be able to fit one in there. Let's see what happens if I come back to the original hole here. So pick that, and it's on 11 right now. Let's change from 11 to 7. And see how it adds another hole here? But it's still, because it's rectangular and this angle here, you think, well, I could get a hole here, couldn't I? And why not one up here? So is this the best pattern option here? Well, let's go back now. I'll hit escape. We'll go back to the pattern command. I'll expand on that. Pick the fill pattern right here. And now I'll come to fill styles. And this time I'd like to stagger. Now before I do that, see these are just vertical, horizontal. If I go to stagger, accept, see how I have a different pattern right now? It's a totally different look right now, a fill pattern. So I'll come over to the pattern and I'll identify the fill pattern right here. Then I'll come back over to fill style and I'll go radial this time. So now I'm going radial, and let's go with a count of, let's try 10 and 30. Enter. And now you can see that's in a radial pattern. Let's just come back one more time and change it from 10 to 15. See if that still works or is it too many. And that's okay. So you see how that just fans out. So again, lots of options with the pattern command.